Hello guys, I'm Jasmeet and welcome to Blogging Unplugged. In this video, we have discussed what's new in Elementor Pro 3.13. This update is for the premium version of the Elementor website builder plugin, and it includes changes to the already existing features, which are the new menu widget and the new editor top bar. Now in the new menu widget, you will now be able to add icons to the menu items, and in the new editor top bar, triggers and the display condition option has been added to the publishing menu. Now I have left a timestamps to every topic covered in the description box below, along with the links to the article that we have done on this topic, and in case you want to buy Elementor Pro, then a link to that is in the description box below as well. And with that said, let me start sharing the screen, and in the meantime, you make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notification bell. Hello guys, and welcome to the screen capture of this video. As you can see, we have two tabs opened in the browser. The first one is for the Elementor Pro 3.13, which is this one, and the second one is for the Elementor Pro 3.12, which is this one. We will be using these for the comparison purposes wherever required. Now the first change that we are going to discuss has been introduced to the new menu widget that was released in Elementor Pro 3.12, and there are two changes that have been released, or you can say there is one change. There is basically addition of a new feature, and after that you can say the next one is an enhancement. Now to see this, what you need to do is you will have to activate the menu widget first. So this is the new menu widget. So for that, what you will have to do is you will have to head over to Elementor and then click settings right over here. Okay, in the next step you will have to click features right over here. Now to activate the menu widget, you will have to activate you can see right here, the Flexbox container and the nested elements. So we have activated the nested elements and the Flexbox container, and then we have activated the menu widget. So what you can do here is first activate the Flexbox container. So just go here, select active. In the next step, select active in the nested elements, then select active in the menu, and then go down and click save changes, and it will activate the new menu widget. Now to see this change, let's head over to this post right here, edit it with Elementor, and let's head over to the Elementor editor and see this change for ourselves. So here we are in the Elementor editor, and as you can see in Elementor Pro 3.13, we have created this layout right here. Just ignore this layout for a second and just focus on this menu right here for the first change, and that is the addition of icons in the menu widget. Now to see this change, what we are going to do is we are going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.12, and you can see I have created this basic menu. What I have done is, let me just remove this. What I have done is simply I have just added this menu widget. This is the new menu widget. I've just dragged and dropped it, and it automatically generates a menu for you. So this is the menu that I was using. Right now, the first change is the addition of icons in the new menu widget, and for that, let's just click this menu item right here, and you can see the option for title is right here, link is here, drop down content and CSS ID is here, but the option to add icons is missing. Right now, let's head over to Elementor Pro 3.13, select this menu widget right here, click this menu item, and as you can see, the icon option is right here. Okay, so you can simply upload your own SVG, or you can simply go to the icons library and you can upload any of these icons, or basically not upload, use any of these icons from the Elementor icon library. So this is the first change that you will come across in the new menu widget in Elementor Pro 3.13. Now the next improvement or the enhancement that I was talking about in the introduction that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.13 for the menu widget is the active state for the linked anchors. Now if you have given the menu widget a try, then you must be familiar with the fact that it allows you to set the active state, the hover state, and the normal state, and you will find those settings under the style settings, which are right here. So you can see that you can set the normal state, hover state, and active state for these anchors right here, or for the menu items right here. Okay, now what was happening here is that when you were using the linked anchors, this this feature wasn't working as expected, and in Elementor Pro 3.13 this thing has been fixed. Now for this, what I have done here is I have three menu items right here and corresponding three basically sections that I've created. These are nothing. I've just set the containers to 100 view height, and I have added this heading right here just to simply make sure that when we click one of these items, it takes us to one of these sections right here and the active state is working. We are just going to check that. Now to check the active state, what I am going to do is I'm going to select this container right here. I'm going to edit this container right here, and I'm going to head over to the advanced settings right here, and then I am going to add a CSS ID right here, which is going to be heading 1. Heading -1. Now I am going to copy this heading 1 right here. Okay, now remember these steps. In case you are unable to follow, then I have an article right here where I have given this complete tutorial using which you can test this thing out for yourself. Okay, so keeping this in mind, let's just select this menu right here, head over to content right here, go to the item and paste this icon. So first add a hash sign right here or the pound sign right here, and then just simply paste this right. So this makes this item linked to this. This is basically internally linking through a page, creating different anchors and going that way. Now same thing we are going to do for the heading 2 as well, the section 2 as well. What we are going to do is we're going to head over to the advanced tab right here. We are going to write in here heading 2. We are going to copy this right here, and we are going to select this menu item, open this menu item right here, add a pound sign, and then paste this. Similarly for heading 3, what we are going to do is we are going to select this section right here, which is the third section, go to the advanced tab, in the CSS ID type in heading 3, and we are going to copy this from right here, head over to the item number 3, open this. In the link section, what we are going to do is pound sign and this. Now what I have done here is I have connected each of these menu items with their corresponding sections. So item 1 is linked to the heading 1, the item 2 is linked to the heading 2, and the item 3 is linked to the heading 3. This is the format that single page websites generally follow. So heading the section 1 could be anything from their CTA to them attracting you towards their product. Second could be the about, and third one could be the contact, right? This is how the single page websites work. Now in the next step, what I'm going to do is I am going to set the active state basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a bit of shadow right here. Okay, whatever is the shadow, let it be, and then I'm going to give it a color. Let the color be white, and the background type be a color, and that has to be something like this. And this is what we are going to do, and we are going to do a solid border which is 1 pixel all around, right? So this is what we are going to do, and then what we are going to do is we are going to save changes. Now remember one thing, when you are testing this thing out, this thing will not work in the editor, so you will have to preview your page. So I have saved this thing as draft, and now I'm going to preview changes, and it will open in a new tab. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see already I am on the heading 1, so the active is working. The active state is working. So let's head over to item 2 and see. It is working. Let's head over to the item 3 and it is working, right? So this is the enhancement that you will come across in the menu widget in Elementor Pro 3.13, where now the active state is working for the linked anchors. Give this feature a test for yourself. In case you are facing any queries, feel free to comment down below. Again, I'll leave a link to this article in the description box below as well. This is the article that I've done on the Elementor Pro 3.13. So this contains everything that you need to know about this. So you can see I have mentioned the complete tutorial right here. It's a very simple tutorial to follow. If you are unable to follow, just let me know and I'll help you out. Okay. So again, link to this is in the description box below. Now moving on from the new menu widget, the next improvement that you will come across in Elementor Pro 3.13 is the addition of display conditions, triggers, and advanced rule in the new editor top bar. Now, if you have followed our previous videos, then you must be familiar with the fact that Elementor is actively revamping its editor, and one of the changes or one of the improvements that it has introduced is the addition of the new editor top bar. Now, this feature is still under experiments, which means you will have to activate it first. Now for that, what we are going to do is we are going to head over to the settings right here, and then head over to features right here, and then just simply click active in this drop down, which is the editor top bar drop down. Select active and then go down and select save changes. Now to see this change, what we are going to do is we are going to head over to the pop-up builder in Elementor and create a new pop-up basically. So I'm going to type in add new here, and then just I will type in test and then create a new template, and it will take me to the pop-up builder. Let's insert this here, and you can see we basically have a pop-up which is by using a already created pop-up in the Elementor template library. So I have used that. Now to see this change, what I am going to do is I'm going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.12 first, which is this one, and when I will click this button right here, you will see it only gives me the option to save it as draft or save it as templates, which means if you want to actively use this pop-up and you want to set some display conditions, then you cannot do that because the option isn't available. Now this is why I was saying before in our previous videos as well, that you will find that certain options are missing, and these were those options. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to head over to Elementor Pro 3.13 and click right here, and you can see the display conditions is right here, the triggers is right here, and the advanced rules is right here. Okay, so this is the new addition, and you can again go here and see it is missing and it is available. So these are all of the new options that have been added to the Elementor editor top bar in Elementor Pro 3.13. Now, after the changes to the Elementor editor top bar, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the addition of a new feature where you will be able to control the length of the dynamically generated excerpt by Elementor. Now, this sentence might sound complicated to some of you if you are new to WordPress. Then let me show you what exactly I'm talking about, and then we'll go from there. I'll give you a bit of a context on this. Okay, so let's head over to post right here and edit this post in the WordPress editor itself. Now, if you have been using WordPress blocks, or if you have been using the Elementor widgets such as posts, so this is a very common widget that we get in both spaces, where the a list of posts is dynamically generated, and it shows you an option to pull a small excerpt from the post itself. Right now, these excerpts can be of two kinds. One can be dynamically generated if you have not provided. So WordPress does give you a space which is right here, where you can write your own custom excerpt. Now, if this is available in one of your posts, then this is the one that will be pulled. Now in Elementor, what happens is there is an option available where you can control the excerpt length. So that excerpt length is applicable on this excerpt if this is available. In case it is dynamically generating the excerpt, which is the first few words of your page, which is right here, these can be anywhere from here to here or whatever is the length, right? Then that character length is not applicable, or that setting is not applicable on the dynamically generated excerpts. I hope you are getting the point that that particular setting was not for the dynamically generated excerpts. and those were only for the custom excerpts, for the custom excerpts that you have added in your WordPress editor. Now in Elementor Pro 3.13, this option has been added where now you will be able to control the length of the dynamically generated excerpts. Right now, to see this change, what I have done here is, let me just close this right here, and let's first head over to Elementor 3.12, and here what I've done is I am in the loop builder basically, right? So what I did was I have, let me just right click, let me just get to the navigator right here, right? So I have added this post excerpt right here, and it is missing, and you can click right here and it gives you a bunch of settings, which is a single setting, right? And you can control the excerpt length from here. Now you can see it does give you the option to control the excerpt length, but this is the but this setting basically controls the length for the custom excerpt that you have added. So in case one of your posts has a custom excerpt, then that length will be controlled, but other lengths, the posts that are missing the custom excerpt will be either longer or smaller than the excerpt length that you have set, and that completely distorts the whole layout that you are going to create, right? So for that, the setting was necessary that will allow you to basically control the dynamic control the length of the dynamic excerpt that is generated by Elementor. I hope I am making sense. Okay. Now to see this change, what we are going to do is I'm going to just edit this post in Elementor, and that is right here. Okay. So what I have done here is I have 3 posts that you could see right here, and all of these posts do not have any of the custom excerpts added to them. So you will have to keep this in mind. In case you are using this option, then you do not then you will have to remove the custom excerpts from your WordPress editor. So keep this in mind. This setting is only for the for the for the dynamically generated excerpts, right? So keep this in mind. Now in the next step, what we are going to do is we are going to add this loop grid widget right here, and then we are going to create this template. Now this is going to be a post template because we are not using we haven't installed the WooCommerce plugin, so this is for the posts only. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this excerpt right here, right? And it gives me the option. This is the wrench icon that I will see, you can see, and you can see there is this option excerpt length that you saw here as well, the excerpt length. For right now, this excerpt length controls the length of the custom excerpt and not the dynamic excerpt that will be generated by Elementor in this case. But when you will enable this option, this will apply to post content, and you can see where I can get some, it is pulling from here. Let me edit this again. You can see it is pulling a dynamic excerpt from here where I can get some. You can see it right here where I can get some. There are many variations of passengers of lorem ipsum. There are many variations of, right? You get the point from where it is pulling. And now you can see if I will move it to 10, the character length will be terminated to 10. The excerpt length will be basically be terminated to 10, right? Anything after that will be truncated. So this is the new option that you will come across. This is a really good option if you are using the loop builder, because at times when you are using dynamic, in most cases I've seen people use dynamic excerpts because they don't add custom excerpts. Even we don't use custom excerpts that often, right? So in that situation, just to make the layout look good and to manage the length, you can use this option easily. I hope this wasn't that complicated. In case you have any queries, feel free to comment down below and I will always try and help. Okay, any kind of information that you need on this, that is the only purpose, that you should understand each and every setting. That is why we keep the tutorials. I try to simplify as much as I can. I do understand that sometimes my expression may not go down well with a lot of people, where and they are unable to understand certain situations. Okay, so I'm trying to improve that. And we'll keep on improving with each and every coming video. So in case again you have any queries, feel free to comment down below. If you found the video helpful, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Okay, now I hope you will find this video helpful and are now familiar with what's new in Elementor Pro 3.13. Now if you did, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notification bell. Now in case you have any queries, feel free to comment down below and I will try and help. Also, the links to the article that we have done on this topic, Elementor Pro, in case you want to buy, and our socials are in the description box below. Feel free to follow us on other platforms as well. And with that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.